Hello everybody, this is Dr. Rutuja Lokhande and I work as a consultant dermatologist in Dr. Lokhande's Skin and Orthopedic Specialty Clinic situated at Sihagarh Road, Pune. So today is 25th June, which is globally celebrated as World Vitiligo Day. Now what is vitiligo? Vitiligo is a skin disease wherein you get loss of skin color in patches or blotches. It is very popularly known as Kod or Safed Dag ki Bimari in our Indian population. Vitiligo carries a lot of social stigma because of the misconceptions which are passed on from one generation to another generation due to lack of knowledge regarding this disease. And that is why a person who is suffering from vitiligo has to face a lot of discrimination from the society. So today on this World Vitiligo Day, I am creating this video wherein I will be bursting all the myths related to this disease and enlighten you regarding the facts about the disease. So myth number 1 regarding the causative factor of the vitiligo. Many people think that if a person has committed a lot of sin in his previous life, then in this present life he will suffer from vitiligo. Or if a person is cursed or bewitched or he has lot of impurities in the blood, he can suffer from vitiligo. Many people even think that a particular person is suffering from vitiligo because he is not worshipping God or he is lying or robbing or stealing or doing wrong things. Let me tell you, these are all wrong notions prevalent in the society. The reason why we get white patches in vitiligo is because melanocytes, whose function is to create color for skin, eyes and hair, for some reason stop working or they die away, and that's why there is no production of color in few patches of the body. Now myth number 2. Who all can get vitiligo? Some think that it is a poor man's disease, whereas the fact is, across the world, anyone belonging to any race, any community, whether he is a female or a male, whether he is a poor person or a rich guy, or whether it is a small child or an elderly person more than 60 years of age, anyone can suffer from vitiligo. Myth number 3 is regarding the inheritance. People have a fear in their mind that if a person is suffering from vitiligo, his or her sibling must also be suffering from the disease, or in future their children or grandchildren may also suffer from the disease. But that's not true. I agree that few people inherit the genes of vitiligo from their parents, but the percentage is very low. It's not that always if a person is suffering from vitiligo, he will definitely pass the genes to his baby. Many children whose parents are suffering from vitiligo do not suffer from vitiligo in their lifetime. Myth number 4 is related to the eating habits. Many people think that if you are suffering from vitiligo, then you might have sometime eaten fish and milk together. Or you get vitiligo if you eat sour and citrus fruits or dairy products which are white in color such as milk, paneer and cheese. But the fact is that none of these causes vitiligo. Instead, these are loaded with antioxidants which are very necessary to reduce the oxidative stress of your body. So please do not refrain yourself from these healthy food items. Now myth number 5 regarding the transmission of the disease. Many people prefer not to touch the person who is suffering from vitiligo because they think that it can be transmitted from him or her to the other person. So the fact is that it is a non-contagious disease. It is a non-infectious disease. It cannot be transmitted from one person to other via direct contact or touch. It cannot be transmitted if you share your clothes or if you eat food or if you stay with any person if his or her is suffering from vitiligo. Myth number 6 is regarding the physical and mental health of the people suffering from vitiligo. Many people have this wrong notion that people who suffer from vitiligo are born mentally ill or they are born with low IQ or they are physically weak or unfit. But this is wrong. They are physically as sound as we are. Their mental IQ is as good as we are. Their minds are as beautiful as ours are. They can be as creative as we are. So myth number 7. People think that there is no treatment available for vitiligo, but that's not true. Due to the medical advancement, lots and lots of new therapies have come up in the forms of tablets or creams, phototherapy, lasers, and even surgeries can be performed in stable diseases. Now, outcome of the treatment depends upon the activity of the disease and the percentage of the body surface area which is involved. So that's why people who are suffering from vitiligo, I suggest them to consult one nearest dermatologist to discuss regarding the treatment options. So these are all the myths related to vitiligo which are prevalent in our society. I hope at end of these videos, it must be clear in your mind that what are the facts and what are the myths. I hope that this video will create a positive perception in your mind regarding the people who are suffering from vitiligo. I urge you and request you to share this video with lots and lots of people, your colleagues, your friends, your family members, so they also get to know what is right and what is wrong. And in this way, we can create this world a better place to live in for the person who is suffering from vitiligo. Thank you so much. Stay healthy, stay safe. Good night.